Back in June 2018, my husband and I went to one of the most scenic hikes in central Switzerland, to Four Lakes hike from Melchsee Frutt to Engelberg.
Für die Seenwanderung.
The starting point of Four Lakes hike is Melchsee Frutt, which is accessible via cable car from Alps. Up at Melchsee Frutt you get a glimpse of the first lake, Lake Melch or Melchsee. Melchsee is the biggest of all four lakes from this hike. It covers surface of 54 hectares. In the summertime it is a popular lake for fishing, and there are plenty of hiking trails all around the lake. Four Lakes Trail continues underneath the wall of Wohnstock. You can take the trail through the valley, but it is not as exciting as this one. This part is the easiest part of the trail. It is also very scenic, and if you're lucky you might even spot some marmots along the way.
So, immer so da.
Lake number 2 is Lake Tannen or Tannensee. It is the only artificial lake among all four lakes, and it's very popular for fishing. Alternative for hiking this section is taking the shuttle Fruttli-Zug from Melchsee Frutt. Next to Tannensee is Tanalp, one of the highest lying alpine pastures in Canton Obwalden. There you can find a restaurant / mountain inn, a little church and a plenty of alpine pasture huts. From Tanalp, the path then descends towards the third lake. This part is quite narrow, but it offers some amazing vistas along the way. Engstlen Lake is another mountain farming area you visit on this hike. In the summer months over 400 cows live here, but unfortunately we were there too early in the season to see them. At Engstlen Lake you can take a break at one of the restaurants or continue your walk towards the third lake. Engstlen Lake or Engstlensee is a natural lake. It covers the surface of 44 hectares and it is my favorite lake of this hike. Similar as first two lakes from this hike, it is a popular spot for fishing. Engstlen Lake, you start ascending up to Joch Pass. In comparison with the first leg of the hike, the ascent is rather steep, but it is well worth it as it offers some amazing vistas along the way. The higher you get, the better are the views. Alternatively, you can take a chairlift up to Joch Pass, but by doing that, you might miss spotting some wildlife. Joch Pass is a mountain pass at the elevation 2,207 meters. This area is part of Engelberg ski resort. In winter time you can ski where the hiking trail goes. So no wonder there were still patches of snow covering hiking trail in June. If you are too tired to hike down, you can take the chairlift down to Trübsee. But by doing that, you are gonna miss some epic views. The path down from Joch Pass to Trübsee was quite steep. It was partially covered with snow, and our legs were already tired from all the hiking we did that day. For all that reasons was this section the most challenging part of the 4 lakes hike for me. But it was well worth the effort. The scenery and the views over 4th Lake were amazing. Lake Trüb or Trübsee is 4th and the last lake of the 4 lakes hike. It lies at the foot of Mount Titlis and it is surrounded by some cool hiking trails and pastures. You can rent a boat and row around the lake, or you can just chill at one of the cool spots by the lake like we did. Trübsee is one of the stations on the way to Mount Titlis. If you're planning to do a trip to Titlis, I highly suggest a stop by Trübsee too. It is such a nice spot that has a lot to offer. At this point, I would like to share a couple of information about this hike. The trail is approximately 14 kilometers long and took us 5 hours to complete. It can be walked in either directions, with endpoints being either Trübsee or Melchsee. It is relatively easy hike. It doesn't have any dangerous or technically demanding sections, and there are options to shorten it by taking chairlift and a shuttle if you run out of energy. I've done 4 lakes hike twice already, and I loved it. I would love to do it again. If you still have any energy left, you can extend your hike by walking down to Engelberg village, or you can just hop on a gondola like we did. We strolled around Engelberg village a little bit, and then we went for a delicious lunch. It was a perfect end of a perfect day.